Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T95, a Tier 9 American tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Murovanka and it's under the command of Andromeda, and he's in that rather snazzy, is that a word, snazzy? It's a very old word, nice skin that I've seen. Yeah, it's very pretty indeed. Not sure if it's one of Wargaming's or if it's one of Jazz's. Could be either, but it's actually quite pretty. Anyway, T95, Doom Turtle. Yep, it's one of those vehicles that had a fearsome reputation in the past, but it's kind of lost it now, so everybody seems to be able to pen it, either from the sides or the rear, and some from the front as well, depends on which tank it comes up against. It's got a 155mm gun, which is very powerful, 750 alpha, penetrating 276mm of armor. And well, Andromeda's set himself up in these bushes to cover the magic forest. There is a T30 off in the distance, but I'm not sure he can hit it because there's plenty of obstructions in the way. But we do have a tank coming into the Magic Forest, a Wizzy 111 Model 5A, which is a Tier 10. So this is a Tier 10 game. There's only 3 Tier 10s on the enemy team, but if he can do some damage to them, then obviously he will earn more XP from those shots. Now, tank destroyers like the T95 were designed because obviously the Americans were originally fearing that the German armor was getting more and bigger and better and more difficult to penetrate. But they later, after the war was won, they realized that they really needed these vehicles for the IS-3s, or to deal with the Soviet threat. And so bigger and better was the name of the game, and it's actually quite a fearsome vehicle. Now that FV4005 is way off in the distance, and there's a ridgeline in between, so there's no way we're going to get a shot on him. Not this distance. But that Lanson, he's getting close. He might... Yep, there he is. Come into view just temporarily. Might get a shot at him there briefly. We've locked on, but still not able to shoot. We're lagging him just a little. Want him to pop over a line, and no. The reload time is quite long, 15 seconds, but that's about par for a high caliber gun. That ship barn is actually running away from us. And there is another enemy in the forest, and it's a batch at 25, I believe. At least, I think it might be a batch. No, it's a batch at 12 ton. Apparently, he's not been found yet. There's 3 Arty on the enemy team. Batch at 155-55, GW Tiger P, and an M40 M43. So, only one Tier 9 Arty. The other 2 Tier 8s. But as you know, the batch at 155-55 has only got a 155mm gun, so it doesn't really have a very big punch. Not as much as the GW Tiger P with the 21cm gun. That's a really bad gun. Really heavy damage. 1100 alpha from that gun if it hits you. IS-7's moving up this side as well, just trying to root out that batch out. And of course, it could be that one of the Arty is located to the water side. That's perfectly possible. And we're not going to get shots on the ship barn because he's the other side of the ridgeline, other side of the water tower. And they wasn't going to get anything off that. The IS-7's cleared the position where the Batchat was, but now we've got a target we can hit, and it's a Martian, and the T-30's come over the ridgeline, and well, we can just see the top of his vehicle, And so if we can get a shot into him. No, it does appear there's a ridge line, but the Martian is a lot closer. Foch. We can see the Foch just. Or did. There's something we can fire. And yeah, big hit. 789. That AMX-30 is not feeling so smart now. Here's a one shot for whoever hits him. And there's the Batchat 12 ton. Now he's not too far off either. We lost sight of them. I think the IS-7 who's spotting. And they may be ganging up to have a go at the IS-7. But in the meantime, we might be able to shot at the Martian. Nope, Martian's gone. And the Batchat's firing at us. So they did see us. And how did he bounce that round? And he managed to get a round into us for 409 hit points. Not so good. Oh, but he's gone. And we've lost the IS-7, unfortunately. In fact, it was their Arty who got him. And we've been spotted, so now will be a good time to actually seek cover. Because there's, remember, we've still got, we got hit by an E3. And he actually hit our observation device, so he was really going for it. And you can see, yeah, the shell went right through the cupola. And there's the Batchat 155 firing at us. The T110E3's tracked us. The GW Tiger P hit us as well for 343. So we've lost over 500 hit points, close to 600 hit points, purely from the Arty. We're still in the game. Also aimed on to the Batchat, but we didn't get anything off him. The Foch is probably more of a concern, but he only hits our tracks. And the building's slowly being destroyed by the Foch. Oh, who gets taken out by our GW Tiger. So thanks to him. That T30. He's within range, I think. But is he over the ridgeline or not? That's a good question. In fact, I don't think he is. I think he's behind the ridgeline. And we've lost him from sight because he just got killed by our school bus. Going for the Batchat 12 ton. Again, we auto-aimed on. Now expect some RT shells to be coming in because they're more than likely going to. You can see one of those shells actually hit the rear of our vehicle. The Batchat 155-55 splashed us. Only tracked us though. That Batchat's still out there spotting. There he is. He's doing his best to find us for the RT. Oh, just a little too late there. A split second too late. There's the E3. And, ooh, yes. Well, we got hit by both, but at least I think it was the Batchat who actually hit us. The 155-55 hit us, but the E3, the shot went over the top of us. And you can see there he actually bounced off us, and there's an impact point from one of the Arty there. That was probably the penetration from the Batchat, or rather the impact from that latest shot from the Batchat. He's definitely focusing on us, that Batchat, and well, they've lost their GW. But they've still got that Batchat 12 ton spotting for them. There's the Batchat 12 ton. Decided to go for the E3 instead. And again, we've been tracked. He held his fire this time. And now we've got a target. Well, bounced around again. That T110E3 is having a lot of difficulty trying to get through. He's having a go. That one was a lower plate shot. Well, the E3 went that time. He was got by the Scorpion. I think he was focusing so much on us, he forgot that there's somebody to the south of him who was actually aiming at him. But we did get clobbered by the Batchat 155-55 yet again. And there's the M40 trying it now. And we've lost the gunner, so we're going to have to put him back in, but we've got to wait a few moments for the first aid kit to be fixed, and then we can do that. It's a difficult target. Well, we fired anyway. He's gone. There's only 2 left now on the enemy team. The M40, M43. The Batchat 155-55 is the last one, and he's somewhere over in this direction. There is a Borsig out there as well. There's the Batchat. Be nice to take him out. Oh, but the T10 got there before us. There's the Borsig. Auto-aimed on. And he did that with a dead gunner, but oh, he should put the gunner back in before you end the game, because otherwise he won't get the experience points. You should do that. Anyway, well, it's a win. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats and see what he did. Well, he only got the 3rd class tanker in that game, but he did pick up a spotter for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage on the enemy. A hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy vehicles. It seemed like most of them were trying their luck with his G95. And best of all, he picked up a steel wall. He blocked the most damage during that game. And of course, he walked away at the end of it, still alive, but barely. And his win rate for that game was only 541. Well, yes, but he was basically a huge spotter. And he was having a bit of fun anyway. Lots of pincushion work. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, not a lot of damage, actually. 789 hit points of damage. The high score was our GW. He managed to get 3,269 hit points of damage. He picked up a Confederate. The next high score was the IS-7 with 3,120. And after that, it was the T-30 on the enemy team with 2,964. When it came to kills, it was the T-10 who managed to get 3 kills. He picked up a Pascucci's, killed at least 2 of the enemy, Arty. And then we've got... what was it? Five players who managed to get 2 kills apiece, but unfortunately Andromeda didn't get any kills at all, unfortunately, just, well, spotting and blocking damage. And when it came to base XP, well, again, he's way down the table, 667 base experience points. The high score was the GW Tiger Porsche with 1039, because he was tier 8 in a tier 10 game, and the GW Tiger got 957, and the school bus managed 886, and it's all 3 Arty. As he points this out, all 3 Arty finished at the top on XP. Well, that's because they were doing an excellent job, and of course Andromeda was spotting for them, which was quite handy. So let's have a look at detail. He fired 11 shots during that game. He only got 2 direct hits and only 1 penetration out of it. 789 hit points of damage from that pen. Did 13 hits received from the enemy. 1 was a penetration. I think you saw that one. Went right through the commander's cupola. And the others, well, they were non-penetrations. And 7 of them were Arty rounds that hit him. One of the non-penetrations obviously was that E3, which bounced off the cupola at an odd angle. But the others, the splash damage, yes, you saw those all over the vehicle. Just couldn't get it. Stop them from hitting us. Block damage of 1,320 hit points in total. Damaged 1 enemy vehicle, didn't get any kills, but we did get 1,253 hit points of spotting assist. And on a free-to-play account, he earned 16,478 credits. And after repair and ammunition resupply, yep, he suffered a loss. 23,193 credits from that game. Yep, quite a bit of ammo fired, but no results out of it. Only one result out of it. 1 bond for getting the steel wall, 667 base XP, and there was no multiplier, so that's all he took away. But I think it's rather interesting to note that 3 Artys did so well. They must have been piling those shells in. So hats off to these 3 Arty players, Shaka, Rudy678 and B790, because they obviously were playing their Artys very, very well to get that sort of damage figures. Just look at that damage there. That's huge. Lovely. Anyway, if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification button. Thanks for watching.